Hey guys, Philosopher here, and today I'm talking about whether you should invest further in your symbiotes. So, first of all, I'm showing you my symbiotes right here, just to show you that I've done a very substantial investment. And lately, I've been getting lots of questions from folks, newer players, mid-game players, who are like, "Hey, should I still bring up my symbiotes?" And I've been getting more and more of those questions ever since I released this video the other day, showing Heroes for Hire actually looks to me. I mean, there's some debate over this, but it looks to me like they're outperforming as a full team. You need all five, I would say, to accomplish that. But as a full team, they're outperforming the symbiotes, or at least they're certainly comparable at the very least. But they look like they're outperforming them to me. So people are asking me, why even bother with the symbiotes? Should I invest in them at all? I had people in my Discord saying, hey, just don't invest in the symbiotes at all. And so I want to answer that question here because I think this is actually a nuanced question. It's a question that requires a nuanced answer. One thing that I don't do is try to give one-size-fits-all answers. Like, no matter who you are, if you're listening to my channel, if you're listening to my videos, watching my videos, you should do the exact same thing I did, okay? Or this is the advice for everyone. I very rarely do I try to do that unless it's such an obvious thing, right? Don't upgrade your Ravagers or something like that. But this is a case where, to me, it depends on who you are. So here's what I mean by that. Right now, if you are, if you are in an alliance that is not running Doom Raid, okay, then I think you definitely, there's no need for you to upgrade symbiotes anymore. So in other words, if you are not in Doom, we're in difficulty 1, but if you're not in that, or Doom at all, if you're just in Ultimus Raids, if you're in 7.5, and you can basically just use any team of 5 characters, there's no need to focus on symbiotes right now. Until your alliance is getting ready for Doom Raid, then I don't think you have to worry about symbiotes. For if you're a new player, for example, who's in your alliance is in U7 rating, and you're working your way through Dark Dimension 3 and so forth, you now can use, not only Heroes for Hire, but potentially Cloak and Dagger. I mean, we have to wait and see how they do. I haven't tested them in DD4. Besides, I did a play test in just the first nodes. I haven't tested them on the city nodes, node 12. But I think it's safe to say, I think between Heroes for Hire, Cloak and Dagger, you're going to have enough other choices. So a newer player, mid-game player, still in U7, I think you do not need to invest in symbiotes. So what if you're in an alliance that's doing Doom Raid? Should you invest in your symbiotes or not? And here is my perspective on it. We have no idea whatsoever when they are going to release a new or better bio rating team. I appreciate that there's lots of speculation. Maybe they're going to release a legendary for the symbiotes. Maybe they're going to release a totally different team that supersedes the symbiotes. No one knows for sure. And I would not get yourself thrown out of your alliance because you heard some rumor on a Discord that there's going to be a new bio team next month or something. Right now, the team that they've announced is Weapon X. Doesn't look bio to me. I don't know. The two of the characters are going to be mutants, Sabretooth and Wolverine. The other ones, they're probably going to be tech or something like that. So they don't look like they're going to be bio. And when you look at your other bio choices, it is possible to shave down the number of symbiotes, but not by much. A lot of people drop Venom and use Phyla-Vell, which is an option. I know some creative types have used Phyla-Vell and Cull because Cull gets a lot of death proof. And Phyla-Vell now has been changed to when any ally has death proof, that ally gets 50% drain. So that can kind of work. Some people will throw Black Bolt and Yo-Yo in with Anti-Venom's Symbiote Spider-Man and Scream. Some people will throw in just Yo-Yo and drop Venom. So that's possible, but people who are asking me this question don't have a built-up Black Bolt and yo-yo. It's not like they have a G15 yo-yo and they're deciding between that and Venom. They're in a spot where they don't have anything, and they're like, my alliance really wants me to clear my Doom raids. What do I do? And here's my view. My view is if you need to get in Doom raid and get that blue ISO, and do what you got to do to get that. I mean, there's very good reasons to get the blue ISO. Makes all your characters better. And so what I would say to somebody who is raiding in Doom Raid is upgrade your symbiotes to a point where you no longer have any issues in the nodes. So this, for me, is about it. I've never brought Venom and Carnage to G15. I brought these guys up one level. I was like, maybe it'll help a little bit because these are the kind of the two key ones here. But this team's fine. It's going to stay basically where it's at because I can clear the nodes at 753. Maybe at some point I'll just to bring everything up to level 85, but I'm not there yet. I'm working on other characters. This team's fine. It serves one purpose for me right now, which is to get through the bio nodes. And that's really my recommendation. You know, I spend a lot of time giving advice that since the Great Reset, you need to focus on the newer characters. And that's absolutely the case. I certainly think that you should be spending your promos and your T4s on characters like Kestrel and teams like Infinity Watch or the Secret Avengers, no question. And I've done the same thing. And I'm investing heavily in the new Warriors and so forth. But until and unless there's a good bio team, you can't shoot yourself in the foot. You have to still play the game. And ultimately, being able to be in an alliance that's successful in the Doom Raid, I think is going to be an important part of success in this game. For better or for worse, the message that the devs have given us is that they're going to be gating so much progression in this game behind raiding alliances. So if you're not raiding, you're not going to get teal gear. If you're not raiding, you're not going to get through DD5. That is basically what they're telling us, right? You weren't going to get Silver Surfer if you're not raiding. People in my alliance have them at 7 stars because we've been doing it through raiding. This is what their incentive to try to get people to do Doom Raid. So when that didn't work, it became blue ISO. And if you do complete 1.1, after a while, you get to a point where you have a lot of blue ISO. It just is the truth. It starts becoming something that you get very regularly. So you want to get to that point just to make your entire roster viable. I think this is something that's actually a true investment. Being able to get through that raid will get you rewards that are worth it. And for right now in this game, blue ISO is the key way that you can upgrade your characters and make them more effective. It helps basically your characters in every single facet of the game. It is worth investing in to get. All right, guys, if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have comments, questions, leave them below or go to my Discord. That's linked below as well. And hey, check out my Twitch stream. That's where I make these videos. That's linked below as well.